Hey, I'm Dr. Asitar Bear, and this video is about what to do if you're meditating and your heartbeat is making you feel really anxious. So there's a wonderful story on Radio Lab that's about this young woman. Her name is Summer Ash, and she had to have heart surgery very unexpectedly. She didn't have any symptoms. And one of the things that happened afterward, she's recovering, she's in a lot of pain, is that her heartbeat becomes just incredibly loud and powerful. And I'm talking about so loud that it can be picked up by a microphone that's a few feet away, like a microphone for talking into. And it's so powerful that if she puts her chest up to a table and just touches the table with her chest, the glass of water on top of the table is going to have ripples in it with her heartbeat, like in Jurassic Park. It's just amazing, right? Throughout her day, all the time, she's feeling her heartbeat. It's a boom, boom, boom. She's hearing her heart beating. And it's making her feel really anxious. So this is an extreme example, but it's not uncommon for people to come to me with this question. I'm trying to meditate, and I'm feeling my heartbeat all the time. It's distracting, it's really strong. You go through life and your heartbeat tends to become associated with intense and negative experiences, right? I mean, think about the times when your heartbeat is really strong and really prominent. It's after you really exerted yourself, or when you feel really stressed, you feel a lot of pressure, you have to talk in front of the whole class or whatever, right? Those are the times where you're feeling your heartbeat. So over time, you come to associate it with difficult negative stuff. So what meditation is about, it's about exploring your inner world. It's about discovering who you really are, right? And a great attitude to go into your meditation with is the idea that every part of your experience, everything that happens when you're meditating, happens for a reason. It has a meaning, it has a purpose, right? And that meaning probably isn't what you think it is, right? Because, we're all complex creatures, right? You have a lot of layers. So, when you first encounter something, when something's happening, you're probably like at the surface layer of it, right? And as you go deeper into it, you'll learn more about it. More of the meaning and purpose will be revealed. So what then is the meaning of this feeling of anxiety that you may be having when you feel your heartbeat? There is a very important message that comes from your heartbeat. There is a reason why your heartbeat gives off this incredibly prominent tactile and auditory signal, much greater than any other of your vital organs, right? You need a liver too, but you don't feel that beating all the time, right? Why is that? Well, because your heartbeat actually occupies a very central role in your whole physiological system. And that includes everything from your nervous system to your endocrine system to your brain waves. Your heart has a complex set of neural cells, actual brain cells, within it, about 40,000 of them. And the job of those brain cells in your heart is to figure out, well, should my heart be speeding up now or slowing down now? And that's actually a pretty complex question, right? Speeding up, your heart needs to speed up for all kinds of reasons, right? If your heart wasn't capable of speeding up, you would probably have perished a long time ago, right? Your heartbeat speeds up when you're under threat, right? When you have to fight or flee, right? So the speeding up of your heart triggers a part of your nervous system called the sympathetic nervous system. And the signal to slow down and relax, well, that's important too, right? Otherwise, you probably would have had a heart attack, right? If your heart doesn't ever send a signal to slow down, then you're in real trouble. And you're probably not going to ever relax, and your body will wear out. So your heart is exquisitely sensitive to outer signs that come from your environment. Should I speed up or slow down now? And your heart is equally responsive to inner signals, right? Those are your thoughts and feelings. That causes your heartbeat to speed up and slow down, right? We have a colloquialism for this, which is, my heart skipped a beat. Wow, that's a real thing, right? What that's telling us is that your heart rate sped up, or in this case slowed down, momentarily, right? It may have happened so quickly that you didn't notice it, but your heart rate is never totally even, right? Your heart rate moves around a lot, and that's very important for your heart health, right? This is called heart rate variability, by the way, and doctors use it. It's actually highly correlated with health outcomes that are important. So, for example, if your heart rate is really even, that means your heart rate variability is flat. That's actually very dangerous. When your heart loses this incredible sensitivity of speeding up and slowing down according to what's going on in the environment, your heart is not headed for good things, right? It's highly correlated with mortality. Given that your heart and especially your heartbeat is so important to the healthy functioning of your body, maybe there's good reasons to listen to it, right? Just on a physiological level. But there's other good reasons too, right? So for thousands of years, the heart chakra, the heart as an energetic center, right, as this has been seen as the center of your emotions and an absolutely vital part of you, right? It is the center of the chakra system. Meditation is about knowing yourself. And you need to, in order to know yourself, you need to really explore your emotions. And of course, the thing about emotions are emotions have many, many layers, right? You might be in touch with one layer of that, but there's a lot more. And the amazing thing about holding your heartbeat in your focus, about actually feeling your heartbeat, is it keeps you focused on your emotions. So my advice to you is embrace the feeling of your heartbeat. Don't resist it. Don't fight against it. Really feel it, even though it may be uncomfortable to you, right? That's probably because of, like I said before, those negative, those unpleasant associations that have been formed. Now, your breath can be a tremendous help to you here. Try to make your breath deep, right? So down in your belly. Try to make your breath rhythmic so that your inhalation and your exhalation are the same length. Try to make your breath smooth. Try to make your breath slow. Now, so cultivating your breath in this manner is an art form, and it takes time to develop. But it really helps you to stay with your emotions, to explore them deeply. When you stop resisting and embrace the feeling of your heart beating, really explore it, you'll come to feel like Miss Ash did with her booming heartbeat. She came to feel that her heartbeat was comforting, right? That it was her friend, and it made her feel safe rather than fearful. So stay with it, and that's what I wish for you over time. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'm Dr. Asatar Bear. Namaste.